Another day of exploration. This time we are on the island of Floriana, Cormorant Point. This is a beautiful place because we do have a multitude of animals in action, and that's the ideal for photography. So we do have these blue-footed boobies nesting right here, and we can see them feeding their young. This is coming in right there. It's gonna drop his feet. Right there. Look, that's the right moment. All right. It is gonna feed the young. Let's go right there. That's a young, and it's gonna feed him. Right there, right now. You can see, stop and take a picture because it's taking place right now. The ideal thing to be right here because we see these animals in action. It is going to have the camera set on a mode that gives you priority on speed. It's living. Whoa, fantastic!
It would have its benefits not having to work or anything, but it's kind of weird, like having your mother like digest something and then like vomiting it straight into your mouth. So you digest vomit.
The largest of all the boobies in Galápagos is the Nazca boobie. It's much larger than the blue-footed booby and the red-footed booby, which are the other two species. We're really lucky to have very close encounters with these wonderful birds. And when they are taking care of their chicks, they will only raise one. That is called compulsory siblicide. And that basically is that even they lay 2 eggs, only one will survive. The other egg works as an insurance policy in case the first one is not viable.
So I loved seeing the huge numbers of Nazca boobies, and we could even see the egg on one of their feet with its little newborn underneath it. It had both an egg and a newborn. They take turns. They basically trade off to go and get food and don't leave their little ones. Anyway, we understand that despite the aggressive behavior, it's what they have to do to preserve their species, and that it's not something we should interfere with. So, very cool.
So when we see the Nazca boobies raising only one chick, and when we learn about the siblicide, it's all part of the natural process. And here in Galápagos we have the opportunity to see evolution in action, evolution happening in front of our eyes. And that's one of the things that makes the Galápagos an unforgettable experience.
These are the Nazca boobies, and we're about to enter their breeding grounds. A lot of them are already raising chicks, fluffy, very tall, white chicks, which take a few more weeks until they become fledglings. The Nazca boobies, they leave their colonies to look out for fish in areas between islands, so they do fly a certain distance and then they come back to regurgitate some of that delicious food to their young chicks.
Beautiful. I mean, what these animals can do, what we're learning from them is fantastic.
It might pick up again another present. So those two are actually courting. He's showing off what he's capable of. He could be a very good provider. Now she is playing hard to get, so she's moving away on another rock. She's moving away because there are other males around, so she hasn't made up her mind.
He took off because she was playing hard to get. She was too much work.
He took his twig and went back home, and he put it back on the ground where he found it. She blew him off, and so he took his twig and he put it back, and he's looking for another one.
There are other females in this colony.
Yeah, there are other fish in the sea.
So welcome everybody to the island of Española. This is a place known as Punta Suárez and is a very beautiful area. This is the oldest island in the Galápagos. It has lots of different species of birds we're going to look for. So on this island we do have a large colony of Nazca boobies which are endemic to the islands. They are often seen in groups. They're feeding on the fish that they are able to catch far away from the coast. And the name comes from the fact that they are found in the Galápagos and along the coast of Peru also. Basically, they hang out around the Nazca Plate. So the name was given to them by the team of scientists who discovered them as a different species here in the Galápagos. We used to call them, formerly, before a long time ago, we used to call them masked boobies. And these Nazca boobies are pretty aggressive. They're the most beautiful of all the boobies, apparently, for some. These birds lay 2 eggs. First chick will make sure the little one, the youngest sibling, doesn't make it. It will push it off the nest.
Now we're going around this corner and we are going to see the Nazca boobies. It's very easy to know that because we're coming close to the cliffs and they love to nest right there. So let's see how many there are today, yeah? Look at this, building their nest.
Oh, over there? Yeah.
No, they're courting. These are the court, look at that, the male and the female fencing. It's like kisses, 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 kisses. Yes, I love you, yes, we're going to build a house here. Oh. So the male whistles, yes? It's a whistle, a nice whistle. And the female, she hangs, yes, because she's the one who has to give the orders, you know, do this and clean that and, you know. Look at that, look. This is for our house, honey. Yeah, building material, look. And the female is the one in charge of decoration, yes? It's like, you know, I want this here and here. The male is not allowed of decoration. It's only of bringing the nesting materials, like, okay. And he's going like, look at this. Is this good? Yeah. Yes, and then she's like, I'm putting this in the right position, yes?
Oh, it's spectacular. Stunning, like nothing I've seen before.
Today we are in the south of the Galápagos Islands, on the island of Española. There's only one place where you can go walk. It's Punta Suárez, and it's very interesting things happen on this island. And one of them is that many seabirds come to nest right here. And one of them is the Nazca boobie. And Nazca boobie is one of 3 boobies that live in the islands, and this is the largest in size. Nazca boobies will not build a nest. They will come to nest on the ground. Both parents are going to come sit on the eggs. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. And once the babies hatch, they both share the incubation of the eggs for around 40 and 45 days. What happens along the way is that the larger chick will eliminate the second one, which is obviously a little weaker. So there's a practice called sibling side. And it's not seen in other types of boobies, but it's seen in other species of birds. So although it looks very cruel, that's the way it is.
The Galápagos archipelago is one of the sites where you can see 3 species of boobies put together. We have blue-footed boobies, Nazca boobies, and red-footed boobies. This island holds the largest density of red-footed boobies in the Galápagos, over 200,000 red-footed boobies that are nesting, coming back from the fishing outings, going out to look for nesting material. Out of the 3 kinds of boobies that we have in these islands, the Nazca boobie is the only endemic subspecies of booby to the islands. Blue-footed boobies and red-footed boobies are found somewhere else along the Pacific.
As a wildlife photographer, I really wanted to come to the Galapagos to see all the different types of boobies. The Nazca, the red-footed, and the blue-footed boobies. I didn't realize there'd be so many other wonderful birds here to see. Well, I can't say that I really have a favorite booby. I did like seeing the blue-footed because we got up close to them on the cliffs. But here on this island, we actually got to see them in their nests, which was fascinating. It was fascinating to see their colors and to see their babies. And it's the first time I've been to a boobery.